Hello everyone, this is Varsha and you are watching the series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. So as you all know, the series is all about the prominent achievers of our country who have made India proud in some way or the other. The main focus of our series is to make you all know about the success and achievements of our prominent guests. So today, in the same sequence, we have with us Ms. Shweta Suyog, who is the CEO and co-founder of Star Shelf Groups. But before we actually start the conversation with her, let's quickly have a look at a very small video telling you about what we actually do.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
So, Shweta, before we actually start the conversation, please tell us something about you and your profession.
Sure, Varsha. Varsha, my name is Shweta Suyu, and I'm the CEO and the co-founder with Starshelf Groups. With Starshelf Groups, we are actually, as of now, we have one brand in the market into baby care segment, which is with the name Tiny One. Apart from being a CEO and co-founder, I also run another company with the name Ergo Elegance, in which I'm a strategist and a financial advisor. So basic work is here to give an enlightenment or to guide the new entrepreneurs or the startups so that they understand where we are going wrong. You know, and with this, I am also an art director. I have been in film industry for almost 8 to 9 years now. So having all of these experiences, it's always good to start something of your own, where else you know that you can make a difference in the society.
Amazing. Okay, so Shweta, I'm very keen to know that how did you actually land up to the idea of, starting up with this particular segment?
Right. So, Varsha, I mean, every brand has its own story, right? The story with us was basically, see, as I mentioned, that, we were already heading towards, building up a strength based or, a very good startup or a new company. While working for other startups and others companies, I realized that, these are the points, these are the loopholes which we can actually, miss those, or if we can really, work something out of it and we can start our own concept. Now, whenever there is an entrepreneur who needs to start up his own business, there has to be an idea, of course. uh, there is nothing different about our idea as well, because there's no idea which is different. I would say that how you uh, put your idea across into the market is very different. We found out that FMCG is a very fast moving market as of now, and in FMCG we saw that baby care segment itself has a huge gap in the market. There are no much of competitors. Of course, whoever are in the market are really big sharks, but apart from that, we also wanted to understand what best we can get into the market. Because when we speak about baby care segment, it is more about tomorrow's India, right? So we just wanted to think and work accordingly. Now, while studying for this particular concept, we realized that there are a lot of things which can be done in a new way into the market, and eventually a lot of thinking, a lot of working, a lot of R&D went into it. Then which products, how we can get into the market, and eventually we started with this particular brand with the name Tiny One, home knows the best.
This is something very amazing. Okay, so moving ahead, life is not a bed of roses for any one of us. So, if I talk about your professional journey, so what were the challenges that you have to go through, in your journey at your organization?
Um, that's a very interesting question, Varsha, I must say, because I would say no journey is simple, and it should never be. Because the moment you start getting everything, just in your platter, it is you would not respect it. So the hurdles, yes, as a startup, we had a lot of things which we had to face because um, I don't know if everyone is aware about the Tiny Ones concept and how we started. But Tiny One was a brand which was launched in the pandemic situation. Now, honestly, launching any brand or any products in the pandemic situation was itself a big task. And because it's a baby care product, we had to also make sure that hygiene of the products along with the development and everything had to be very well taken care of. So basically what we were facing in as a problem was that certain raw materials were not getting available on time. Apart from that, the delivery was an issue because of the pandemic situation, which we are still facing. But I would say it is not it's not the full stop. It's just a comma which had come into our way. Now, apart from this, as a startup, I think everyone must be, they must be aware of what I'm trying to tell you right now. As a startup, everyone is going to doubt you, right? Now, whenever there is a doubt, don't let them get into you or sneak inside you because you know what you're doing. It's just that put out loud and clear, very transparently, what your goal is because short time goals itself would tell what the vision is to be. So I think yes, there are a lot of hurdles in terms of getting the raw material, getting the goods delivered on time, seeking up new channel partners because we are into general trade. So opening up market online is something different, and going to the retailers and letting them know about your new product and then coming into the market, it is very difficult. So yes, we are facing a lot of problems, but I think that's not it. We are just developing, or we can say we are just stepping the ladder towards our success.
All right. So, moving ahead, tell us a bit about the products and services that your organization is providing to its customers.
Sure. So Varsha, basically, as you know, the Tiny One itself is a baby care segment. We have 12 to 13 products in our catalog. Basically, the base of our product, or you can say the brand Tiny One, it derives or it comes from the Indian tradition and culture. Now, when I say it comes from Indian tradition and culture, it sounds very good that it's an Indian company. It comes from, they have their background or roots, which says that, they want to come up with a product which is Indian tradition or a culture based. And how can you add Indian tradition and culture into a product? So whenever we are talking into this particular product and how or what exactly got into us and why we give this a thought, that saying that it is an Indian culture or a tradition based product, I actually mean to say that there are a lot of things which are there in India. When I say a lot of things, I would be very precise by saying that there are a lot of raw materials, there are a lot of plants, all of these things are there in India which can be utilized in a better lifestyle or in giving a better lifestyle to kids nowadays. See, basically, nowadays kids have lost their connectivity with the ground level activities, right? They don't play in the mud or soil nowadays. They just need to stick in front of the TV or they need to have a mobile phone in their hand. So, somewhere or the other, the growth is getting stunned. Now, every product whichever comes into the market, they have their own story to tell. Our story is very simple, that we want to build a better tomorrow, a better India. Now, how can we do that? Or what efforts are we putting? So, we just came up with this concept of developing the products which have raw materials used with no chemicals, no preservatives which are harmful, or probably, there has to be a reason whenever we come up with any product. Let's say even if I talk about a particular product of ours which is a dusting powder. So dusting powder is a product of ours where we have blend in cornstarch, which is the base of the product, with vanilla extracts. Now, why cornstarch and why vanilla? So here where I'm going to relate this, that we are, we get motivated when we understand Indian culture and tradition. Because Cornstarch is an edible thing, right? Whenever we use any kind of powder on the baby, the process is very simple. We lay down a child, and then, with the help of puff, we just dust the powder. In this process, the entire body of the babies and the nostril is very close to each other. Now, when we are puffing it, there are a lot of particles which goes into the air, and eventually the babies, they try to inhale it, which is not really good for their respiratory system. We might not realize it today, but near future they might start facing some of the other issues or problems. So we did not wanted to use talc or any kind of calcium substance or anything. We just wanted to keep it as natural as possible. So anything which goes inside the body should also not harm the baby's health. Not today, not even in the future. So this is where we came with the base ingredient which can be used. With that, we have blended vanilla extracts. Now, why vanilla? It's not only about the fragrance; it's also about what vanilla can do. Now, as you are also aware that a lot of spas and hotels and all, they use vanilla essence candles. So the reason why they do is because the aroma of vanilla itself gives you a very soothing feeling. It calms your mind down. It gives a very fresh or a happy kind of atmosphere around you, though it is not, but still. So this is the same thing with the babies, because the baby, when he or she is in the womb, that's the entire world to them. So when they get out, that is when they are trying to struggle their lifestyle with the actual world. And what is happening with them in their mind is the only struggle which they know. Mothers, they do try to understand. Even I am a mother, so I have been through this phase. Now, whenever there was a beautiful aroma near my daughter, she used to always be very, happy and quiet. Now, these are the things which, somewhere or the other works with your mind. Now, we are not trying to, inbuild, there's nothing inbuilt, or we are not trying to put something in your mind. But there are certain things which can easily relax or soothe the brain or the nervous system. So these are the thoughts, these are the a lot of study which goes behind each and every product of ours. Now, when we develop our massage oil, there are a lot of things which goes again, because massage is not only to rub a body and let the oil go inside the body. There are a lot of things which goes, like when it comes to a baby's massage, the muscle is the muscle strength has to be taken care of. The shape of the body needs to be well handled. Then also the tissues should be soothed. So all of these processes are there when we speak about particularly a baby child or a toddler, right? So our products, all the products, they have these scientific reasons why we are coming up with each and every raw material or any kind of materials which we are using to develop our products. So this is about our product, Varsha, or I would say it's about the product line.
Right. Okay, so now moving ahead, if I talk about the future, so what is your roadmap to future? Tell us a bit about that, please.
Sure, Varsha. Now, we started with babies, right? So that's what we are talking about, the present. The future goes along with adults. Now, we are not going to only make products for the newborn babies, but next in our pipeline are also adults who believe in natural products, who believe in understanding what these concepts are all about. And not only the adults, we would also go with old age people, because ultimately they are the other children who we need to take care of. So yes, the future plan is to come up with different range of products, not only with baby care, but also with a lot of other ages as well. And we would like to differentiate three age groups. One is the baby segment, one is the adult, which is between 18 to 35 to 40, and then we would be coming up with a range of 40 plus. Whereas all the adults would again be treated, they would be pampered with all of those things, the products which we are coming up with. And in future, yes, of course, I mean, this is what I just told you about what products or what we have in terms of future plan. But right now, we are available in India. The future plan is to go around the globe.
And I wish you all the very best for all these plans of
Thank you.
yours, Shweta. Okay, so now moving ahead, the gone year 2020 has made us all realize the importance of becoming Atmanirbhar. So, what is your thoughts or views on this Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign? And also, how is your organization working towards this?
That is a very interesting question again, I must say, Varsha. Atmanirbhar, what is Atmanirbhar, Varsha? I think whatever you and I we are doing right now today is we are Atmanirbhar. So does this is the concept behind Atmanirbhar Bharat mission? Whereas no, when we speak about Atmanirbhar Bharat, it is about what are our efforts to make India self-reliant, because it's not only you and I who are going to be independent. It is also about what our initiatives would be, so that we can economically make our India, our country proud, and it can be visible more clearly into the in the world along with other countries. Now, Atmanirbhar concept is really interesting, and it is very inspiring. If every individual today starts thinking about, being independent, and socially they want to do something, they should always, always, always make an attempt towards it. Now, Atmanirbhar is, we all are, I would say that, in 2020, there was a concept which was very clearly put in forth to the Indian young entrepreneurs and already the existing entrepreneurs who are there into the market. But there are a lot of people who have taken this thing very seriously, and I think that we are amongst those people who have taken this thing very seriously, because what we are doing here is we are contributing a little towards this entire mission by not using any kind of raw materials or packaging material or products or anything which is not made in India. Now, when I say that we are not using it, I sincerely mean it, because whatever we are trying to get in terms of raw material is also helping the farmers who are our farmers, because of whom you and I have to, you and I eat a good food at home. It's just a way of how we and what we do, because if we approach any of the farmer to help, they will never take our help, because they are very independent. They don't want to take anything for free. So our mission, our small term, short term, or you can say a vision, is that we will always be taking the raw materials and packaging materials, or whatever we need to build up our product and make our product more productive and look more beautiful. We would be only taking help from our farmers, our people who are there in India, who have started their new ventures, or probably who are putting an effort to start up with a new venture. Because what I believe truly in is, united we stand and divided we fall. So it is not a game of one person. Until and unless we all stick together and work towards one mission, only then it will be seen to be possible.
Very rightly said, Shweta. So now, moving ahead, though I know it's always a very proud moment for someone who get recognition for their work, but still, I would like to know from you that what are your feelings on winning this Indian Achievers Award?
To be very honest, I was mesmerized by this award. Um, it's See, to be very honest, appreciation is what we all die for, right? And every person, whoever is working, may that be a labor, may that be an entrepreneur, may that be a teacher, whoever it may be, but the moment when you start working, and if there is someone who's standing somewhere and appreciating your efforts which you're putting in towards your work, that really, it gains all the confidence back in you. It boosts you, and with the new enthusiasm, you get again up and start proceeding with whatever you want to achieve. So I am very glad, I'm very happy, and I'm overwhelmed that I'm one of the one of the achievers of Indian Achiever Forum. And thank you very much to give me this award. I respect it truly by heart.
And I once again congratulate you on the achievement, Shweta.
Thank you.
Okay, so now as we have talked a lot about your professional role. So also tell us a bit about the CSR activities that you are involved in.
Uh, See, Varsha, there are I would say that we don't purely believe into CSR. This is what we feel like. It's an responsibility with every individual, which every individual should probably carry in their lives, irrespective to whether you are into business or whether you have just a work or a job. So what we basically do is, see, as I mentioned, we started itself in the pandemic situation. There were crises. There were a lot of people who lost their jobs. They were not getting highly paid or not even getting paid properly. Now, for us, it was also a difficult phase. But we cannot just let these things go off, because humanity comes first, is what we truly believe in our organization. And every individual who has been a part of Starship groups and a brand tiny one, everyone believes the same. So what we thought was of to come up with a concept whereas every person, whoever is willing to work, whoever is willing to put their efforts to earn their bread and butter, we must give an opportunity to them. So we did not really took any interviews as such, proper interviews that they have to be completely focused into sales, because when you are running up a company which is any of the FMCGs who is into general trade, it becomes very difficult if you don't have skilled people working with you. But we never thought about it. We always thought on one thing, that we want our family, our people who would be working with the same goal and same visions. Now, what we did was, we did not take any interviews. Even we had freshers who were willing to join this and start this. So we gave them an opportunity. Rather, I would say it was there. It was something which was meant for them. We were just the mediator, due to which they actually got that, because they were deserving it. You and I probably are no one to give someone an opportunity. We just become a way, or a mediator for one person to get connected to the other things. So that is what we did. And apart from that, we are also trying to there are a lot of rural villages in and around Maharashtra. We have started to reach to those smaller villages where they have a lot of poor families or below poverty line families who are struggling to give best living for their children. So what we are doing is actually we are providing them with our products, which can probably take good care of their hygiene, and they can give a better lifestyle. Apart from that, we are also soon going to join hands with a few schools, whereas we would be running up with a new concept together, which can also help the children whose parents are not earning that good, but they still want to give a better living to their children, because it's I think it's a right for every children in India or anywhere in the world, that if they are born, it is their true right for education and for well-being and for hygiene. So we are just trying what best we can do. I think that people who are from the same line, who can give something better to the children, should also put their efforts in doing that, because honestly, we are today's India. They are going to be tomorrow's India. So let's create the best India for tomorrow.
Very well said. Okay, so now before concluding our lovely session, what message you would like to give to our younger generation who wish to become successful entrepreneurs someday?
I would truly say this, Varsha, to all the young entrepreneurs, or who are even thinking to start up with their own business, and they are right now, in their thoughtful process. Guys, you need to trust in yourself. Just believe in yourself. Don't listen to what people are saying. Do what your heart says. You fail once, twice, thrice, that's okay. Until unless you're repeating new mistakes, you're getting to learn. So never ever feel defeated. Always make it an attempt, stand straight, stand confident, and say, yes, I can do it.
Very well said. Okay, so thank you so very much for joining us today, Shweta. It was pleasure talking
Thank
to
you.
you, and I wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors, and may you continue to inspire us the way you are doing. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much, Varsha. Thank you so much. Thank you.